two, one, two, one, two, three.
what a great crowd. Thank you all. This is a beautiful fall day that's in the 90s, so I hope you enjoyed yourself. Yeah, this is Drake Jazz 1, and we have a special guest with us. He was originally a high school student of mine, trumpet student, went to Southeast Polk, and then went on to study at Juilliard and formed his own big band that played in New York at Dizzy's Club, right? And now, thanks to the pandemic, he's back in Des Moines. And he's doing a myriad of things. He's doing a lot of writing. He's written a lot for Noche, and he is the director of, it is so long of a title, the Des Moines Youth Jazz Orchestra that rehearses every Wednesday night. And if you have any young students that are looking to learn jazz from an excellent teacher, that's Wednesday nights at the Temple. He also has his own big band in town, and when's the next gig?
Next Friday.
Next Friday at Noche.
Yeah.
So you'll hear more from him tonight. But on that was Back in Town by Joe D'Antienne of the Dallas Jazz Orchestra. And on that we have Kyle Becara on trombone. And Colby Drown on guitar. Now, we have a fine trombone section, and so I thought I'd feature them on a tune I believe all of you should be familiar with. Anybody ever watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Yeah, well, this is not... Nate, can you play a little of the original? So, it is not like that. This is a samba, and it features our trombone section on Won't You Be My Neighbor? One, two, 3.
Sure, that was special.
So again, Cal Bacara on trombone. And throughout the course of the evening, you will hear every one of the trombone section solo. And I believe this is the first time in my entire career where the entire trombone section took solos. That's very exciting. Yay, trombones! Now we're going to do a Nate Adderley composition. Things are getting better. And it's a Rob McConnell big band arrangement. And it features lead alto. And so we're going to enjoy this tune. Rachel Ide on alto sax and soprano. One, two, 3, 4. Rachel Idon, soprano and alto saxophone. And again, Kyle Bacar on trombone. And the entire saxophone section. So, before we play our next tune, I just want to point out that for the first time, again, in my time at Drake, which is considerable, my two lead trumpet players are both female. Katrina Sidoris and Erica Holberg. So this one's going to feature Nate, and last night the Turner Center Jazz Orchestra, my professional group, played a Count Basie tribute concert, and we played this piece. It is a great showcase of ensemble. It seems easier to play slower, but it isn't. Fast tunes go by, and there can be a little bit of fudging going on. But when you play slow, it's very exposed, and they're doing a great job of this. This is That Warm Feeling. One, two, three, four. during one of our early rehearsals. And by the way, we have been in school for like a month, and they have produced this quality of music. So give them another hand. So I told them at the last rehearsal that you don't conduct a jazz ensemble, right? Bands and orchestras have conductors. I'm a mere director. I just, steer traffic, And so my goal as a teacher of jazz is that I am obsolete by the time the performance comes around, and it is working out really well. I am doing almost nothing. It's all in their hands. And that's the way jazz should be, right? It's a small group art form, and it's about listening to each other, communicating, and interacting. So, in the early rehearsal, I had my computer playing something, and then it was on some shuffle thing, and this tune started playing. I was like, oh man, I love this tune. We should do this tune. This is the only reggae big band chart I know of. Nate, have you written one?
On the way.
So, this is from the Gordon Goodwin Band. Now, last year, who was in the band last year? We had the fortune of going to the Elmhurst Jazz Festival, playing there. And the main reason I wanted to go was the Gordon Goodwin Big Fat Band was playing, and that's something you gotta hear live. And they are a thing. So in 2018, and none of you were in the band then, we went to New York. I don't think so. And we heard the Village Vanguard Band in the Village Vanguard, and that was phenomenal. But that's East Coast jazz. That's serious art form. And Gordon Goodwin's from LA, and it is all Hollywood. It is a show. I mean, it's phenomenal music, but it's a show. So all of his tunes have a little bit of fun in them. And so this is called Floatin' Home. One, two, three, and... Isn't that a lot of fun? So we had a new soloist, freshman, if we can call him that anymore, Ryan Lidner on trombone. And Abby Adrian on alto sax. And Colby Drown on guitar. Now, he debated whether the wah-wah pedal was appropriate. What's your opinion?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Not on a bassy tune, but it definitely worked there. Okay, we're going to bring up one more trombone soloist for you. Well, another one. You're right, there's one more after this. The bass bone is a very important instrument in the big band. It provides that rich, full bottom, but rarely does it get to solo. And I know about this chart from years ago. Charlie Vernon recorded it. He was bass bone of the Chicago Symphony for a very long time. And so this was written for him by Thomas Manna, who's also a trombone player. And so we're going to feature Xander on You're My Everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You may have noticed I almost forgot about the mic. Got there just in time. Another hand for Xander. Another interesting feature of the chart was bass bone solely. And so a hand for Chris Hallen. And also tenor saxophone, Cale Cheeseman. So this time goes by so quickly. We have one more tune for you, but I think this band is really very strong, hardworking, and is like low maintenance, and I love low maintenance. So another hand for the whole band. So this is a tune by Dan Gailey, who's director of jazz studies at KU. And it's just a fun tune. It's entitled The Cheese That Time Forgot. I have no idea what that means. So since it's our last tune, Colby's going to solo Erica Holmberg on trumpet and Joe Drazowel. Oh, I failed. Hazel. I told you I had 4 years to get that right. He's a freshman. So I will do better next time. And yes, Avery Hickox on trombone. Anybody else I'm forgetting? And I didn't say this, but during, I was going to say Home Alone, Floating Home, we had Sam Bugler and it'll come to me, Ethan Germain on percussion, and they have been working. Oh, and one other thing, it's gone now. Well, yeah, it's still sitting there. So thanks to the Easter family, they made a sizable donation to the Drake Music Program. They also donated to the Metro Opera, Civic Music, and the Des Moines Symphony, $280,000 for each group. That's a good hunk of money, and we put it to good use. We added this 3-camera streaming system, so hopefully, if you're not here, you're enjoying it at home. And we just got a $6,000 brand new Musser gold vibraphone back there. So Ethan will always be known as the man who played it first. So I think, Trahazo. I'm just practicing. Okay, so thank you all for coming. This is The Cheese That Time Forgot.
Gesundheit.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3,